chronic health problems as an adult. A study done by Child Trends about the prevalence of ACEs in 2016 says 45% of children in the United States have experienced one or more adverse childhood event, and 1 of 10 children has experienced 3 or more. I had never heard of ACEs until I attended a rural health conference a couple months ago. It really interested me as an individual living in rural western North Carolina, but also as a future healthcare professional, because we need to be aware of these ACEs and social determinants of health so that even in a rural area, we can be our own health advocate. To do this, we need to be educated about adverse childhood experiences and social determinants of health so that we can predict and prevent effects on overall health. Today, I will focus on defining exactly what ACEs and social determinants are, what causes them and how they affect the individual, and what we can do as a community to promote resilience. So in order to tackle these issues, we must first define what they are. WHO, or the World Health Organization, released an article in 2018 defining social determinants of health as conditions in which people are born, grow, live, work, and age. Some examples would be employment condition, socioeconomic status, access to healthcare and resources, gender, race, ethnicity, and education level. The CDC, or Center for Disease Control, defined adverse childhood experiences in 2016 as having a tremendous impact on future violence, victimization, and perpetration, and overall health and opportunity. The CDC paired with Kaiser Permanente Hospital and conducted 2 waves of data collection, one in 1995 and again in 1997, where patients completed surveys and they were used to compare childhood experiences to current health status and behaviors. SAMHSA, or the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, in 2018 gave examples of adverse childhood experiences such as abuse, neglect, violence, substance abuse, divorce, or incarceration of a parent. Now that we know what they are, let's discuss causes and their effects on the individual's health. There's actually a biological response associated with both ACEs and social determinants. PTSD from an ACE, or job insecurity or safety of neighborhoods caused by social determinants, places a person in a constant state of stress. Constant overstimulation of the stress response, or what we would call the fight or flight response, puts our physical body in overtime. Synapses used for learning and self-control are pruned in the brain, and the over-release of cortisol greatly affects our overall health. Some social, emotional, and cognitive effects would include depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide, sleep disturbances, substance abuse, and illicit drug use. Effects on the physical health differ a little bit. For social determinants of health, they're health problems associated with a high-carb, high-fat diet due to low access to healthy foods, and low access to quality health care, which oftentimes means they don't go to the doctor until the disease has progressed, and they never go back for follow-up appointments. Physical effects of ACEs, however, are chronic disorders, such as kidney disease, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, COPD, and stroke. Both social determinants and ACEs are attributed to early death. Now, while this all may seem really bad, there are ways we can promote resiliency. Resiliency is defined as our ability to resist, absorb, and recover from adversity or changing conditions. As an individual, we just need to be more aware, to be determined and not let the experiences or our conditions affect us. As a healthcare provider, it's important to be educated on community resources and understanding of all backgrounds so that your patient feels that they can trust you. As a community, we must offer support, opportunity, safety, economic security for all people. I really feel that we can make a change by staying educated and offering support to any who may need it. As I said before, it's important to inform individuals of ACEs and social determinants so that they can be aware of how it affects them and others. And now that you know what they are and the effects they have and how to promote resiliency, we are more than aware, we are prepared, and if it's predictable, it's preventable.